You're like me. We're two of a kind. We're different. Different from the others. I can see your soul glowing with a mysterious light.
Once we both reach the sidewalk, we exchange our farewells and depart from each other for the night. I can't help but watch as Yuri walks to wherever she lives, awestruck by the realization that just occurred to me. I don't mean to stare, but the tendrils of her hair illuminating as she walks into the amber glow of the streetlights. Holy dang. Never in my life would I ever think I'd make friends with a ghost. It's time to go home and write for tomorrow. My journey back home was rather uneventful, except for eating the other apple that I brought with me, and also thinking about what to write for tomorrow. Once I arrive at my house, I go through the process of unlocking my front door, entering, and locking. I see my backpack is still in its spot on the couch. Here's a fun little factoid for you. Whenever you're using it's as a possessive, you don't need the apostrophe. You only ever put the apostrophe in it's if it's it is. There you go. That's your grammar lesson for today. I see my backpack is still in its spot on the couch, is what that says. That's relieving. I walk into the kitchen only to find both the electricity bill and water bill still on the table. Are you kidding me? God dang it. I forgot all about going to the store. It's okay, I can cut you some slack on this one, man. I contemplate walking back to the store, but I'm already back home. It's late. I still have stuff to do before bedtime. Besides, the due date on the bills says I have 5 more days to get this taken care of. This will give me something to do tomorrow after school, as long as I can remember. Just to be safe, I grab both the bills from the table, walk over to my backpack, open it up to place them inside, and zip it closed. Closed. The rest of the night consists of me walking up to my room and sitting down at my desk to attempt to write a poem for tomorrow. Chapter 3. Unusual Hobbies. I can think of some unusual hobbies for these people. Thursday, October 7th. We don't really know what time it is, I guess. It's snowing. I hate it already. Snow is an abomination. It is wintertime in the city. There is very little traffic around, both people and automobile-wise. The snowfall is rather light today, which makes for an enjoyable atmosphere. The main holidays may be a few months away from us, but that isn't stopping me and my mom from enjoying our time together while we go shopping. I'm really happy that I get to spend the day with her. There's nothing more I could ask for right now. Should I nitpick on this? This should be a semicolon. She's someone I never want to lose. As we're making our way down the not-so-crowded streets, my mom doesn't seem to mind that I've got my arm wrapped around hers as we walk to our destination. It makes me feel more safe. Mom, can we go to the toy store today? I haven't been there in so long.
Of course. I don't see why not, you know.
She smiles warmly at me, which adds to my excitement for the day. Thanks, Mom, you're the best. My grip on her tightens a little bit.
No problem, sweetheart. Has school been going okay for you?
Yeah, things are going decent. My counselor I see once a week is really nice, and has helped me out with dealing with people.
Well, that's good. I'm happy to see how much you're improving, you know.
Me too. What about you and Dad? Things been going well?
We're keeping things afloat. Gotta make some time for our favorite son, you know.
I can't help but smile and bury the side of my head in my mom's arm at her remarks. As I've mentioned before, the holidays haven't quite reached us yet. But seeming that I rarely get to spend time with my parents. Seeming? Seeing? I guess the two of us are going to the toy store would be considered a special occasion. As we approach and enter the store, we notice that there are no employees at the front counter. They're on break or something. They're around here somewhere. As I'm looking at everything the store has to offer, my mom calls out to me.
Hallie, remember, dear, try to keep it under $20 today.
Right. I smile back at her and begin my journey through the store. While this place is filled with all sorts of cool things, my interests are rather limited. Usually when something captures my full interest, it becomes a majority of what I think about for months, sometimes even years. I think the word for that is hyperfixation. Yes. After looking around for a little bit, I find something that catches my eye. I hope it's not that terrifying Pikachu thing in the corner. Walking over to the aisle, it's eyes on the prize. I reach out and grab it. It's a Thomas the Tank Engine die-cast metal train, sealed in the portrait art style package. But it's one I've never seen before. A twin pack of Donald and Douglas? Out of all 85 released with this kind of package, I've never seen this one in my life. I must have it. Taking my treasure and keeping it stuffed between my left arm and body, my eyes land on quite a few dollar bills I see conveniently scattered across the store grounds. Oh man, I can buy more stuff. My mom will be able to as well. Finders keepers. After taking the time to stuff every single piece of money I find on the ground into my pocket, I run to the front of the store to show my mom the good news. Mom, Mom, look what I found! There's no response. Where did she go? Uh-oh, the workers still aren't here. Oh no, I don't like this at all. Panic instills within me as I look around the store, trying to find anyone to help me figure out what's going on. But all I see is the same dusty, abandoned front counter. Mom? Where'd you go? I run outside of the store, only to see that the blue sky has turned into a nerve-wracking shade of red. With absolutely no one in sight. This is too scary. I run back into the store in search of anyone, but nobody still. Mom! Ah! Shooting up out of panic, I take a moment to relax and think about the dream I just had. Must have been from the past. Mom. I can't help but feel tears invade my eyes, but I'm not to the point of crying. Those kinds of dreams really hurt, knowing how far away Mom and Dad are, and not being able to do anything about it. Not only does that hurt, but my stomach grumbles and aches due to not having a proper dinner last night. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? Once my eyesight becomes less blurry, I look over to my alarm clock. 5:58 a.m. I want to go back to sleep, but I'll probably end up feeling worse knowing that my alarm would go off in 27 minutes. Alright, hang on. Let's think about this for a little bit. Maybe I'll take a longer shower than usual. Yeah, those always make me feel better. No, wait, a bath sounds even better. Let's do that instead. After stretching for a bit, I get up out of bed and make my way over to the bathroom. Grabbing a towel from underneath the sink, I turn the temperature handle on the bathtub all the way it'll go to make my bath nice and hot. All the way it'll go. Okay, yeah, it's fine. After making sure the water feels just right, I carefully step in and start relaxing. I keep a rubber ducky from my childhood in the bath to keep me company, and also because it makes a funny squeaky noise. It never fails to amuse me. I try not to take too long in the bath, so I quickly dunk my head under and apply shampoo. My hair is surprisingly easy to manage considering its length and all that, just down to the bottom of my chest. It's a miracle that the school's dress code allows me to keep my hair at such length, as long as I keep it in a ponytail. Once I'm done cleaning up and the bathtub drained, I step out, start towel drying, and combing my hair the way I always keep it. Back in my bedroom, once I'm all dried off, I don't even bother making my bed. Never really got into the habit of doing that. I place the towel in a basket I have hanging around in my room, put my school uniform and jacket on, and make my way downstairs to get breakfast. My stomach hurts a bit once I get downstairs, thanks to last night. I think it's gonna be a 2 bowls of cereal kind of day, no matter what I may be feeling later on. I'll just have to power through today, I guess. Placing my bowl and spoon in the dishwasher, I walk over to the couch to grab my backpack and realize I left my keys inside the lock of my door again. Freaking again, dude! What is wrong with me? Oh well. Grabbing my keys, I leave the house, lock my door, and start my walk to school. 5 minutes pass and I'm about halfway to school. Most of the walk here, I couldn't help but think about last night with Yuri. The initial sight of her all by herself peacefully is something I'll probably never be able to forget. For reals, though, I'm glad that me and her are friends now. Maybe she and I are friends now? Maybe I overdid it a bit, but I can't help but smile at the thought of everything that happened. I wonder what she meant by something about returning the favor. Only time will tell. Or maybe Yuri will. We'll see. Another moment passes as I continue my walk to school. Now that I think about it, she's really the only person I've opened up to about my disability. Or different ability, as I've heard some people say. The only other people that know about that are my close family and the school counselor. And some of the teachers, I think. Hey, at least she knows now, and she has an idea of what she's getting herself into. I just hope I don't scare her away or anything. Before we get too far with this, there was something I wanted to mention. And so since we're still fairly early in the mod anyway, this one's kind of a long one. Bit of a tangent, but slightly related to what you just said about it being a disability. Here's the thing. Autism and retardation are not the same things, and that's kind of a common misconception. For a long time, autism was used as a euphemism for retardation when they're actually separate conditions, and there's significant differences between them. And for someone with high-functioning autism like him, life can be a little tougher in certain ways and easier in others, but it's not necessarily a disability in a traditional sense. Yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to really say about it, because it's something that people can easily misconstrue. Once I arrive at the courtyard, I continue my way into the school, trying my best not to attract any unwanted attention. Stepping inside the school, the first sight I see isn't Wallace, thank God. It's Natsuki and Sayori facing away from me, talking about stuff. I'm really curious about what they're talking about. What if... You know what? Let's follow them for a bit. That's when I start walking towards my locker, still being cautious of my surroundings.
So, Sayori, my dad brought home bagels for the first time in forever. Woo! I love bagels, especially the cinnamon raisin ones. Yeah, well, my dad brought the plain ones. Better than nothing, if you ask me. Those are good with cream cheese and blueberries. Give it a try sometime. Sure, if I have enough money to go shopping.
My locker isn't too far of a walk from the school entrance, so that didn't take too long. Maybe I shouldn't eavesdrop on them in the future. Bagels, huh? I'll have to put that on the shopping list. Maybe I'll go shopping this Saturday. Once I open my locker, I take off my jacket and place it in my locker, then begin to unzip my backpack only to see both bills from last night in there. Shoot, that's right, I still have to take care of those. Today after the club, then. After thinking about the club for a little bit, I start feeling excitement over the fact that I'll get to spend time with my friend again and we'll get to read together. Today's gonna be a good day, I can already tell. Even her, the translucent sprite there is happy about it. I'm not gonna let the dream I had ruin today. Alright, Natsuki exists. Oh, I still need to talk to Natsuki when the club starts about yesterday. After grabbing what I'll need for my first class, I put my backpack away, close my locker, and await what's ahead of me today. 11:56 a.m. Just a few minutes before lunch, I guess. If this school is nice to its students, classes have gone rather well today. I may have spaced out a time or two or 5, but that usually happens. I'm just now walking out the door of my Earth Science class. It's about lunchtime. Books in hand, I'm making my way over towards my locker to put everything away for lunchtime. Alright, I think I know how I want to go about this. Yuri said it's fine if I ate with her today in the classroom. Wait. Dang it, I don't know what classroom she would eat in. There's so many in this building. I can feel the frustration over not getting that critical info from her. God dang it. Looks like I'm eating in the hallway again. Freaking great. Once I approach my locker, I open it up and place my books I have inside, but end up staring blankly at them for a few seconds. Alright, hang on. It won't be so bad. I may not get to eat with Yuri. Oh, pardon me. But it'll be alright. I'll just eat out in the hallway today. Nobody's gonna bother me out here. Besides, I'll be seeing... Uh-oh, here comes trouble. Besides, I'll be seeing Yuri in the club anyway. Out of the way, shithead! Oh, it was Wallace. I should have given him the nasally voice. Also, geez, did he hit me with a frying pan? And there I am, down on my knees on the ground. Wallace pushed me out of the way. But that resulted in the right side of my head slamming into the edge of my locker. Okay, that explains it. Ah, ouch! After standing back up and taking a second or two to recover, I look around to see people walking about, but not paying attention to what just happened. I can feel stinging around my right cheekbone. God damn it, man! I place my hand around the affected area and feel something uncomfortably wet. I pull my hand away from my face, which is still stinging to see blood on 3 of my fingers. You're fucking kidding, bro. I don't have anything to stop the bleeding, so I'm resorting to keeping my right hand over where I got hurt and begin making my way to the nurse's office. I'm visibly frustrated as I continue walking to the nurse's office. Just freaking amazing. Losing valuable lunchtime over this. I bet you any money the nurse is probably gone for lunch too. Ugh, she'd better not be, or else. Not really paying attention to my surroundings, I turn the corner into the hallway where the nurse's office is and manage to look upwards and realize I'm about to walk right into someone. Wah! After reeling back at the possible disaster, I realize that it's Yuri in front of me.
Oh, Hallie.
Oh no, I don't want her to see me like this. I instinctively place my hand back on my face.
Hallie, are you okay?
I look at her for a second, but can't feel the ability to respond back to her. Instead, I look away and try to walk away from her, but she moves over to the right so that she can get a closer look at the damage done. I'm effectively stopped in my tracks. That's when I feel her take a hold of my right hand and slowly pull it away from my face. This feeling of being exposed is rather uncomfortable. She lets out a slight gasp as she sees what's been done, all while not letting go of me.
Oh, this doesn't look good.
That's when I carefully yank my hand away from Yuri and place mine back on my face. I'm sorry you had to see that. I was on my way to the nurse's office to get this taken care of. With that, I try to start walking to the nurse's office again, until Yuri calls out to me.
Hallie, wait.
As frustrated as I am with how today is going, it wouldn't be very fair for me to make Yuri feel the same as I am. Turning around to see what she has to say, I make sure to keep my tone of voice in check. What? But that's when she reaches into her bag, I'm noticing for the first time, to pull out a tissue and give it to me without a word. I carefully take it from her, knowing exactly what to do. Placing the tissue on my face and attempting to clean myself up, I glance over to Yuri, her face rather full of concern.
Hallie, I think I know what to do.
What do you mean? She scans the hallway, probably for anyone who's decided to stop and see what's going on.
Okay, abrupt end of music. Oh, never mind, it's still going. Follow me, Hallie.
Yuri, where are we going?
To the classroom I told you about yesterday.
She starts walking the opposite way I was intending to go, and proceeds to pat my right arm while heading towards the classroom. I'm guessing that's her nonverbal way of saying, come on, let's go. During our walk to the classroom we're going to, I can't help but think, dang, this girl is my saving grace right now. The majority of my general anger towards today has been replaced with relief, knowing that I'll be able to share lunchtime with my friend after all. Yeah, this works out really well. I won't get to see Wallace again, and I won't have anybody barraging me with questions about my injury. But wait a moment. I didn't get anything from the lunchroom. And I didn't see Yuri carrying anything that looks like it came from the lunchroom except for her bag. I think I should ask Yuri what she has in mind when we get there. I don't want to starve to death today.